Hello and welcome to the brand new Wyvern TV show coming to you from the TV studio at DSMS.
On today's show, we show you some of the changes in the school, Jenny Chapman, some weird news and much, much more.
But first, over the last few weeks, construction has been going on in what previously was Mr Fitzmaurice's room to make a TV studio for DSMS.
And now look at the transformation.
Over £15,000 has been spent on the development, and apart from the Wyvern, the studio is going to be used by Year 7 and 8 pupils during their CBL lessons.
We spoke to Mr Kipling and here is what he had to say.
So where did the idea for the TV studio originally come from?
Different places really. I think that last year when we did the Year 5 Arts project, that a number of the students there chose TV and media as their project, and I looked at that and I thought, well, that's a really good idea, and I thought, well, perhaps the school would benefit from one of those, but I didn't think that actually we'd be able to pull it off and be able to have one, and so I did a bit more research about how much it would cost and maybe where we could use it in the curriculum, and I thought that converting one of the classrooms to TV studio would be a really valuable way of improving sort of literacy in the school. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
Behind the scenes, we have the director's chair where you can see the shots from both cameras and edit what is on the green screen.
Apart from the new TV studio, there's been many changes going on in the school.
In the last month, work has started on a new Year 11 common room, the quad is getting made into a mugger, and Mrs Leaf's and Mrs Hampson's maths rooms have been refurbished.
Anyway, recently the DSMS STEM Club with Mr Burford and Mr Hillock helping them have been building a pit car.
A pit car is a car that can drive itself using sensors.
They have made the car to enter it into the Toyota and Rapid Challenge next year.
We will report on the pit car next time, but also in the news this month.
Earlier this year, the What Bike Challenge came to DSMS. 4 people from every tutor were nominated to cycle 1,000 metres on a gym bike, and the people with the fastest times got to go to the final at Education Village, where they would race students from other schools.
The final was on the 23rd of February 2012, and DSMS had a nervous team of 9. However, when they arrived, the pressure was relieved when they realised that there were students from another 6 schools in Darlington doing the same as them. Also, on the 24th and 25th of February 2012, 12 pupils from Year 9 took part in an Olympic-themed STEM challenge. At the end of this, they received a Bronze Crest Award. Here's Katie with more info.
Thanks for that, Liam. Anyway, they needed to produce a product that could be used by people taking part in the Olympics. And although DSMS didn't win, they did put in a huge effort. They also received a Bronze Crest Award, which is the equivalent to a qualification. The day was fantastic. We worked with 2 ambassadors from the colleges of Darlington and the QE. They were great fun and gave us loads of help, while our teachers got to chat from those from other schools.
Thank you for that, Katie. Anyway, recently, MP of Darlington, Jenny Chapman, came into school to see what's been going on. We caught up with her, and here is what she said. Today we have MP of Darlington, Jenny Chapman, with us. Hello, Jenny. How are you today?
I'm very well, thanks, Liam. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So can you tell me what's changed since you became MP?
Gosh, a lot of things have changed. We've got a different government now, and we're having to make some very different decisions about Darlington, and we're all sort of feeling it a little bit, I think. And something in the news today was about regional pay. So we're going to try and, the government wants to have different rates of pay depending on where you are in the country, and I think that's a very bad thing for this region. So lots of things are changing all the time, and that's one of the best things about the job.
So what does your average day consist of?
Gosh, there's no such thing. There really isn't any such thing as an average day. Average day in Darlington would be coming to do things like this, visit schools, which I think is a very, very important thing to do. I've already visited a business this morning, and I'll be seeing constituents at a surgery, and you've got to do loads of different things, and that's a wonderful thing about it.
So would you call it stressful?
No, I don't find it stressful. I mean, elements of it are stressful, and certain things to get involved with are definitely stressful. So the football club, for example, that is a stressful project.
Yeah.
But I find it quite exhilarating and a lot of fun, and I really like people, so for me it's a great job for me.
What's the best thing about being an MP?
Oh, I think the variety is a very, very good thing, and the chance to make a difference and to help people out, and to have, take on a bit of a leadership role, if you like, and be able to spot a problem and say, okay, if we get the right people together, we've got a fighting chance of making this better. And that's a great privilege to be able to do that. That really is a wonderful thing.
So what made you want to go into politics?
Well, I didn't really want to go into politics at all. I think a lot of people have it as an ambition, and they work very hard through their lives to get to that place, and they can make great politicians. And then there are some others who were doing one thing and thought they were going to go in one direction, and then an opportunity presents itself, and right place,
so
right time.
So is that a bit like you then?
Yeah, it is. I was quite happily looking after my kids, and I was a local councillor for Cockerton.
Yeah.
And I was very satisfied with that. That was, a nice balance for me. And, to my surprise, the sitting MP said he was going to stand down, and I felt very strongly that the next MP for Darlington should be from Darlington and should, live here, really care about this place more than anything else. And I looked around and nobody was stepping up. So in that situation, you either put up or shut up. So I went for it.
So do you think he'll ever be Prime Minister?
Me?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I like working hard, but I like my own, I like a little bit of privacy, and I like to be able to go to the shops and, go to the park with the kids.
Would be a stressful job.
I think I don't want to work as hard as he works. I think it's the honest truth about it, and I like my life the way it is.
So if you weren't involved with politics, what else would you want to go into?
God, the problem I've always had is I'm interested in absolutely everything. So I quite fancy teaching, I quite fancy having my own business. Yeah. I like music very, very much, maybe something to do with that. There's very few, and also since being an MP, I visited lots of engineering companies and, Cummins and Henry Williams, fantastic Darlington businesses where you've got all kinds of opportunities to travel and do engineering, really good skills that I knew nothing about when I was growing up. And I quite fancy that as well. So I'd find it very hard to decide what to do.
So what do you think of our TV studio here at DSMS then?
I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think you're very fortunate to have this facility, and I really encourage you to make very good use of it, because it's a great resource and you're going to learn skills and about technology and maybe open your eyes to opportunities that you didn't know were there. So I just hope you don't save it tucked away, and you use it as often as you possibly can. Get your teachers in here being interviewed as well.
So do you think it's important for schools to have a creative place where pupils are able to go?
Yeah, I think that's very important. I think, a good school like you have here offers a full range of opportunities. So you've got, if you feel more sporty, you've got chances to explore that side of you. Yeah. If you want to do more arts or cultural activities or these types of things you can do. I think it's really important that you get a full rounded education, and you don't sort of block paths off to yourself too soon in life. So I think it's a very important thing.
So how do you think our school's changed since it became an academy?
I think, because I've known this school for quite a long time. I was a governor here probably about 5 years ago, and I think lots of things have changed, and the latest big thing is becoming an academy, but it's been on a journey for much longer than that, and I think being an academy will help it along that journey, and it will continue to improve, because that's what this school needed. This school needed a bit of a jump start, and that's what it's got now, and you can see it. And when you're chatting to people when you come in, you can sense a difference, and it's a good thing, and I just hope we carry on with that. Keep the momentum going and don't lose it. Okay, thank you for your time, and thank you for coming in today. Thank you.
Anyway, thank you for watching the first pilot episode of the Wyvern, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.